calling all the Cinderella daughters.
My thoughts while cleaning my parents' house. Why doesn't anyone clean? Is that a butter wrapper? Wow, that's a lot of dog hair. I'm over this, done for the nights at freaking 4 a.m.
Cleaning after your parents often tied to a concept resembling Cinderella syndrome might reflect on a dynamic where often a child or an adult child takes on responsibilities beyond what's typical for a child to do, especially in cases where the parents are neglectful, dependent, or entitled. Some parents may struggle with managing their own responsibilities, relying on their child to take over the household task. When children are often placed as caregivers of their parents, they always have to take on all these responsibilities that they might not even be ready for, forcing them to grow up a lot faster than other kids, forcing them to mature a lot faster, like cleaning the kitchen, cooking, taking care of their siblings. That's something that shouldn't be put on them. Families or different cultures, it's expected that the daughters handle all the cooking and handle all the cleaning and handle everything for their parent, regardless of age, constantly just, okay, you need to do the kitchen, okay, you need to do the house, okay, everybody's cleaning the house today, this is Saturday, we all need to deep clean the house as if it's their kids' responsibility. And I know that we have to teach our kids to clean and everything, but sometimes it's very exhausting not leaving the kids to have some space for themselves, not letting the kids to enjoy their Saturday. I feel like for a lot of families, it's just very into our heads that we should just always do the cleaning and always do everything, because if we don't do it, we feel guilty. Us as girls, it just always put on ourselves that, okay, we need to clean the kitchen and we need to cook and we need to help mom, and especially us girls, not so much on the boys. And it feels like if we don't do it, they notice that we don't do it. But when we do it, they don't notice it. And they don't say thank you. And everybody's just, cleaning up their adult people is very exhausting. It feels lazy. It feels like, why are these people, they're grown-ups, why they cannot wash their own dish, right? Constantly cleaning after your parents can lead to feelings of depression, resentment, especially if there's no acknowledgement of what you did and they don't even care if you did it. But when you don't do it, they care, right? When you don't clean the kitchen, they treat you as lazy. There's no appreciation for your work. So you can get resentment, of course, especially if you're the one that's only being charged with all these duties, and it's just, there's not fairness in that situation and you feel mistreated because of it. Over time, the physical and emotional toll of being overly responsible for all those responsibilities can lead you to just exhaustion and not giving yourself time, or not feeling like you have the time to do things for yourself, because you always have to be having all these responsibilities for your parents, which they should be able to handle themselves. I feel like over time you're just going to be feeling resentful towards the people in your life because you don't have time for yourself. You don't have time to do and explore other things that you should be exploring, that you should be doing, that you should be working on, your hobbies, your passions. Instead, what are you doing? You're cleaning after grown-up people. Grown-ass people. What's wrong with, why? And then some families, they're always, oh, take care of the kids. I have 7 kids. I can't do it. I have to work. I have 7 kids. But then you, as the oldest daughter, you have to take care of all your brothers and sisters. That's not fair. Why? Like Cinderella, they put everything on you. And it's not just for daughters. It's more common in daughters, but men can go through it too. When you're living in a house where everything's dirty and everybody's dirty, and you're the only one that's clean, and you cannot stand like that. You cannot be like that. So you clean after everybody. So now everybody expects it. Can be horrible, especially for children and teenagers, that they want to do their stuff. They want to go out and they want to have fun. I don't feel like being a maid of your family, it's something that a teenager should be experiencing, okay? Clean your room, take out the trash, sweep a little, okay? But not everything. You don't have to be the maid of your household. You do your stuff, have time to focus on your hobbies and your needs and whatever it is that you want, not being the maid of your household. I remember my mother had a reunion, like a church reunion, and a lot of people came to the house, and I helped her cook. She was so mad that everything was not going good, but I was there helping her. And then whenever everybody left, I was there to. Everybody just sat on the living room, started watching TV, and the house was a mess. The kitchen was a mess. The table was a mess. Everything was a mess. I just looked at all the dishes, and I looked at everybody just enjoying their time sitting there. And I knew that if I left the dishes right now, it was going to be the same thing tomorrow. They were not going to take care of it by tomorrow. I was going to have to take care of it by myself, either right now that they're fresh, that I can, clean them easier, or tomorrow that everything's going to get all crusty and dirty in the dishes and everything. And it's just going to be harder tomorrow. So I was like, okay, I see everybody on the living room just chilling. Let me just clean this right now. And I just remember it was just so much. It was a lot of dishes, so much. For everybody, it's just cleaning everything, and it's just exhausting, okay? It's exhausting, okay? So tell me if you have experienced this situation in the comments, and I'll see you next week.